First of all, welcome everybody here tonight. And I guess it was about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, Legislator John Murphy called me up and he told me that the Girl Scouts were volunteering at the Conway House, here right on Old Orangeburg Road. Now, what I thought was important about that, Girl Scouts wouldn't know this. The town board does know this. What happened is we had a vote this year on community block grants. You may not even know what they are. But community block grants are federal grants that come into Rockland County, they go into Westchester. And every year with the community block grants, we get about $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. We have small amounts of money. Ramapo gets hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I won't get into the reasons why, but they do. All right, so what happened this year, the Orangetown Board elected not to get any money from the community block grants because we think there's too many strings attached from the feds. It's not in our interest. And ironically, what happened this year, John Murphy calls me up and he goes, "Are you kidding?" He goes, he was looking for, I think, $100,000 for Conway House. Because Conway House is in bad shape. And the reason I know that is because going back maybe 12 years ago, I was with a group of people. We went in and painted through the Hibernians. What we did is Christmas dinners and Thanksgiving dinners. And you look at the sad state of the people who are in there, they really need all the help they can get. There's no federal programs for them to get SSI money, and they're in tough shape. So, to me, with the Girl Scouts stepping up on this thing here, it's all that Orangetown, that makes Orangetown great. It's not the federal government coming in here and stepping up and throwing dollars at people. It's the community looking at who are the people in need. And I've seen this through the years, with different disasters, people who've been sick, families that have all sorts of problems. And I was just thrilled to hear that the Girl Scouts were helping in the Conway House. And I didn't even realize really what they're doing. I just knew they helped. Carolyn Reichert. Sorry. Carolyn ended up giving me the information on each of the girls and on the Girl Scout troop. I should know more about Girl Scouts because I have 3 granddaughters who are Girl Scouts. And what I do know is I buy a lot of boxes of Girl Scout cookies. That I do know, all right? I was a Boy Scout when I was a young guy in the Bronx. I know the Boy Scouts. I'm not that familiar with Girl Scouts too. But one of the things I did know when I started reading this stuff, it was about the silver awards versus gold awards. I'm familiar with Eagle Scouts. We have an Eagle Scout here tonight. And I've gone to a lot of Eagle Scout ceremonies. I haven't gone to a gold award ceremony. But the fact that these girls chose the Conway House to do what they did here is phenomenal. So, what we're honoring here tonight is Girl Scout Troop 40125 of Pearl River, all right? The girls who are here are all in Pearl River High School, all right? So, my kids went to Pearl River High School. None of them did good things like this. I remember. At least that's how I remember it. But let me read what the Girl Scout Silver Award is. Second highest award in Girl Scouts, following the Bronze Award, which is the lower one. We have a Bronze Award winner here tonight also. And it's followed by the Gold Awards. The Silver Award represents a girl's accomplishment within Girl Scouting and her community as she works to improve not only her life, but the lives of all around her. Girls are asked to contribute 50 or more hours in a Take Action project that will improve some aspects of their community that they feel passionate about, or that they feel that they can inspire positive change. And each of the girls have done this here tonight, and there's more information on that. But again, the amount of time you have to put in, the amount of creativity you have to put in, all right, and your concern for the community is absolutely amazing. All right, so what I will do is I'll read out each of the girls, and then I'll give you the certificates, all right? The town is recognizing what you did here. It's Ashley Harrington first. She chose to clean up and plant in the back garden for the residents. Ashley hosted a Girl Scout event to raise money to buy flowers, 4 Adirondack chairs, a table, umbrella with 4 more chairs, and some landscaping enhancements. I think, again, the important thing there is we got people who really have a tough time in life. What that does is add to their quality of life. Great project. Next one, Kelly Service. She chose to clean up and plant in the front garden for the residents. Kelly did her fundraising outside Stop and Shop. I shop at ShopRite, so I didn't see that. But, you know, again, buying soil, new shrubs in front of the house into the gazebo. Erin McCabe, she chose to build a shed for all of the garden chairs and everything. You need to store all these things, otherwise they're not going to last. As well as any other storage needs. Lisa Gallagher, she chose to paint a mural for the residents inside on the wall of the smaller TV room. We'll come back to that. Julia Branzetti, she chose to paint the smaller TV sitting room. Kerry McAleer, she chose to paint the large TV room and also help fix the lighting in all the common areas, including the large TV room, the smaller TV sitting area, and the bathrooms, and the hallway. Clara Reichert, she also chose to paint the large TV room and help clean up the ladies' bathroom. Clara's
Kira.
Nice. Kira's project is called Out with the Turnips. I thought that was interesting. Each one named their own project, but I thought that was catchy because the walls used to be painted orange and they got rid of the orange paint. I like the orange paint, but the Kira purchased additional floor Adirondack chairs for outside seating with her leftover money. Kira, along with her sisters, hosted a Christmas Eve party for the residents with home-baked goods and a session of whistle Christmas caroling. What happened is another young lady who gets a bronze award is Kelly Gazzara, who's also a cadet. She earned the bronze award, and what happened, she was accompanying her mother and ended up getting really into this, and she ended up doing her bronze award project, which I thought was phenomenal also. Kelly successfully collected 4 very large shopping bags of shampoo, shaving cream, razors from her classmates at school, and teachers for the residents of the Conway House. And again, you look at that, these girls are amazing. So each one of you come up here, and we have a certificate from the town. And keep in mind, when you're applying for college someday, add this on, that you're getting recognition for the town for something that you did for the community. All right, it's not worth money, but it is worth something on a resume. Just keep that in mind, okay? All right, we have Julia Brinzetti. That way your town can get all you girls together. Ashley Harrington. Kelly Service. Erin McCabe. Lisa Gallagher. McAleer. Kira Reichert. Sure, thank you. Finally, Kelly Gazzara.
She's not here tonight, she had swimming.
All right, Kelly is the one who was the bronze award winner, so hold on to Kelly's. Again, one of the other things I will point out, John Murphy was he's the executive director of the Conway House, which really is under the auspices of Joseph's Home. He's been an unpaid director forever. And my daughter, who is the mother of one of the Girl Scouts, I called her up today because she's on the board of Joseph's Home and has been involved in fundraising for Joseph's Home. and she was thrilled to hear that the Girl Scouts did this today, so thank you very much.
You get to